Hello YouTube. Well, this will be likely the last video on this 10,000 watt solar system DIY. Coming and wrapping it up. I got the other panels online now, so I got 20 panels online. Here is the, see, it says PV1 and PV2 flashing right there, so that's 1 and that's 2. That's the voltage on those. Batteries are 53.2. This is my grid power right there, coming from the grid to this, and this is going to the house. That's the out, the 120 AC out. AC out. I'm putting out 3.8 amps at 1.3. It's 1.3 kilowatts and 1.2 kilowatts. 1.3 for one and 1.2 for the other one. Output right now. The batteries are getting close to being charged right now, so the output's not maximized. It'd be close to 6,000 watts if it was at full power, the solar panels. Excuse me. So 35 amps is going into the batteries. There's 2.6 kilowatt hours. And this is the battery temperatures. 60 hertz, 500 volts per PV set string is what we're allowed. Now I happen to know that 500 volts is a overload for the voltage, so it's got to be under 500, and that's nominal. That's without no load on it. 266 volts is what's coming in from the grid to the panel, to the inverter. 10 kilowatts is what I have available to me right now. 48 volts is the battery. This right here, there's like all kinds of stuff on here. There's this solar inverter has a lot of parameters. It's very intimidating. It was very intimidating for me to set all the parameters and stuff on this thing because there's so many, and I didn't even know what some of them were, what some of them meant. I had to look them up. And so, I mean, I'm not saying it's a bad inverter at all, by no means, but it's just it takes a long time to set the parameters. It took me a long time to set the parameters, anyways. But let's see. 200 amps max is what it can be pulling for charging the batteries. So these lines right here, these are showing, this is showing from the panels. These are the panels. This PV strings, PV1, PV2, and the batteries. So these lines, I don't know if you can see the lines in there or not, they're flashing. That's telling what's going on at this particular time. So it's charging to the batteries, and it's got the output to the AC side of the inverter. And right here we got flashing lights. There's a fault light right above it that doesn't. I don't like that to flash. It flashes sometimes because I make it flash, but I don't like it to flash. But right now everything's online. Everything's working perfectly right now. 320 volts and 308 volts is what the PVs are putting out, like I said, and they're not putting out the maximum. That's 4.2 amps and 3.9 amps right now, because they're not putting in full power because the batteries are almost charged right now, so they're going down. 53.3 volts in the batteries. 1.2 kilowatts is what we're putting in from the panels right now, and it's only like 9 o'clock in the morning, so we're not even at full sun right now. So yeah, so here's the other string online now, the other string of PVs. So that's both my strings of PVs. You guys have all seen all this stuff already. I got all the panels up. I wanted to talk about a couple things there before I go out there. I wanted to touch on the wire size that I ran because my runs are long. I went sizes up on the wire. It was, the PV strings are recommended at 10 gauge. I ran from the barn to here. I ran 6 gauge from the barn to here. just so I didn't have the loss, the resistance coming from the barn, because it's about 120 feet. So I went 2 sides up on the wire, and then from the main panel to here, and from here to the main panel, I went up 1 size of wire. And it was wanting me to run, excuse me, number 8 wire, and I ran number 6 wire. So that's for the 220 going AC output, and also from the AC coming here to the panel. So yeah, that was really important. Like I said, I wanted to make sure that I didn't have, because the runs were so long, I wanted to go upsize or downsize on the wire to make it bigger, so I wouldn't have a problem with resistance in traveling. And another thing I wanted to talk about was, well, the parameters on this thing was like, that's one of the things I wanted to cover, was how many parameters were on this thing. You can see that here's the book. This is my Bible right now, but these are all the parameters that have to be set in here. We got all these, all these, all these, and all these, and all these, and these are time slots for charging and whatnot. So that's, I don't really consider those, but that's how many. I kind of lost my train. That's how many parameters it has. I mean, that's a lot. It's a lot to set. And then if you're not sure of what does what, you have to go and research it. So I'm not for sure. Like I said, I'm not saying that this is the bad inverter, because everything seems to be working great right now. So I'm just saying that and it's probably a good thing that all the parameters are there, because it makes it better in the long run, for sure. I'm sure. So yeah, that's one of the couple things I wanted to talk about. And so, hi Callie. So this one's online, all 10 panels there, and down here still have to get my tools off the roof there, but so there's the 10 more panels there. All the electricals in, it's all good. Got it grounded. I got an 8-foot ground rod on both PV strings, and so everything's grounded. I still need to strap the conduit and whatnot, but that's it. That's it in the ball of wax right there. So I appreciate you guys hanging with me on this whole deal, and I'm looking forward to making more videos. I wish you guys would subscribe and share and like this video and my channel, because I want to try to grow it a little bit. Okay, have a good day. Peace out.